YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Crypto J coming at you guys with yet another J Talks Crypto. If you're brand new to my channel, hit the subscribe button as well as bell notification. I do my best each and every day to give you guys the top picks in cryptocurrency. And guys, I am on a mission to hit 100,000 subscribers. I cannot do this without you. Tap in, guys. Some of you guys watch me every day. You're not even tapped in yet. Tap in, hit that subscribe button, that bell notification, guys. We're talking about this stuff, rain or shine, every day. You guys know I've been on time with it. Today, I did kind of oversleep. It's already almost 9 o'clock here, but I was up late last night. We did a lot of content yesterday, guys, and it was Sunday. So please be patient with me. But as you guys can see, Bitcoin today coming in at 89, starting to see a little bit of a breakdown from that 94 that we reclaimed yesterday. We were talking about the fact that my last video that we were creating that rising wedge and that we did not want to see this thing break down. Well, guess what happened? We hit 94, we saw a rejection, and we started this little breakdown right here. Now, a couple things that I was saying about yesterday's price action too was that, one, we want to see a healthy price action, right? We want to see this thing starting to look better in terms of not just looking like a big parabolic run up, right? The same way things go down very fast, and that's not normal, and that's what causes them to shoot up very fast. It's the same thing when things shoot up very fast. Sometimes, again, they consolidate. And so that's what we're seeing right now. Bitcoin shot all the way down to 78K, shot all the way up to 94K, and now we're wondering, can we manage to create some higher lows, right? Start developing some support. And this is actually what you want, right? We actually want to see this pullback right now, but what we don't want to do is start breaking too far down. We just want to break down enough for us to create just new levels of support, for us to start creating something that looks a little more positive to investors. Because honestly, guys, this big line right here is great, but at the same time, you see how it didn't draw enough volume into the rest of the market is because people are still sketchy of this. This is a sketchy pump because, again, we just dropped all the way down to 84 or 78, and then we shot all the way up, and then we rejected off of 94, right? With this big green candle, and then now look, starting to reject, right? Create this rising wedge, and now starting to break down, create a bear flag. We're starting to see more and more fear enter the market, right? We just hit a 41 yesterday from like a 30 something, and now look how much we're dipping. You see what I mean? The total market cap absolutely spilling because Bitcoin looking a little bit funky. And this is why I tell you guys, when Bitcoin is volatile, the market's going to be volatile. But also in times of volatility, guys, is where you pick up the best knowledge, one, because you could see what's pumping, you could see what's moving, and you could see what has demand, even in this market, which has so much fear, right? I feel like these projects that have a lot of demand right now, they're going to have a lot of demand also when Bitcoin does decide it wants to pick up. And again, Bitcoin is breaking down a little bit right now, but I don't think that this is the end of the world yet. I do think that this could possibly be some positive price action. I think it's necessary. I actually want to talk about, because again, it's split, right? There's a lot of people that are talking about Bitcoin rebounds 10% from 80K. Now eyeing key hurdles at 95, 96, right? And then you have some other people that are saying that, BTC 2 hours until Trump announcement, 120K loading. The 89K area has been tested. I expect this area to work as support. So this guy kind of saying similar thing, like maybe we could start developing some support here. This guy say IDOs. He put the little girl going down the slide. He think we're going to zero. What about, let's see, this guy, he's saying short-term plan. I mentioned yesterday BTC had completed an inverse head and shoulders pattern, and we needed to be cautious of this horizontal resistance, and was at a key level as expected. BTC failed to hold above resistance zone. And now what? So what's next? Yesterday, pump left behind significant fair value gap. I think we talked a little bit about the fair value gap. It's down around 84. He put 88 to 86, but it's around 84. Oh, now he says, okay, now we'll now likely move to fill these gaps between targets set at 88K, followed by 86K and 84K. I just said 84K. However, keep in mind that Trump could announce something at any time, which may force to adjust our plan. So, which is true. I mean, just yesterday, he just dropped that news. I mean, everybody thought that Bitcoin was going to continue dropping. Trump dropped that bullish news and things just absolutely went soaring. XRP, Cardano, ADA, Bitcoin, everything went flying yesterday. At least a lot of blue chips went flying yesterday. So that's one thing that I'm paying attention to. There's another chart that I really wanted to look at that somebody shared, which is, again, something that I shared as well. There's just so many comments coming in. Look, this guy said BTC going deeper to 70K. I want to find this exact chart, bro, because it's so important. And it's one that, again, I just brought up just the other day. I brought it up actually maybe the past 3 days to you guys talking about it. But it's just showing this right here, right? So we talk about every month, the Bitcoin's returns by month, and we just started a new month, guys. We're only on the 3rd of March. So you guys can see how kind of, our months have been going, even though I know it looks very bad, it feels very rough, right? You can look at months where we were at years in the past where we've had down years also, and when we've had good years, right? And usually, I mean, I feel like this year is actually starting off very positive. And so if we can close this month strong, I think we can open April strong. But I think we need to have a green month this month. April needs to be solid. And May needs to be solid. Hopefully maybe a pullback in June. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of like guessing what I feel like could happen here, but you could see we've had months where we've had a pullback in Q1. As a matter of fact, every year except for 2023, we see some kind of retracement happen in Q1. Right. And a lot of the times it's a pretty big retracement, right? Right here, it happened in January here too. January here too, right? 25%, 14%, 33%, 16%, right? And then we had this big explosive month, right? This one went up 18% and then it went down. And then 2 months up and then down and out. And this was a funky year for Bitcoin, right? I'm curious to see what's going to happen, right? We have this down month and then we go up. Maybe we're doing something similar, right? We have a down month and then we go up and then maybe we go down. I don't know, but I don't think that that really fits the narrative. Again, things are not the same as they were in 2015, 2016. We have a whole new president. We have a lot of regulations that have just passed. We have a ton of bullish things going on for cryptocurrency right now. So in my opinion, guys, honestly, I feel like we might start seeing a recovery. And that's something that I said, that this cycle was not over for 2025. I've been talking about coins that I'm bullish on for 2025. And I will, if things change and that narrative changes, then I will be the first one to let you guys know and be like, hey, things are really not looking good. It's looking like really bad for 2025. But right now, guys, again, there's a lot showing me that things are still on course, right? Our stock to flow model has not broken down, even though some people say that this is a flawed model. Some people are saying that this model is not accurate, but you know what? I've used this model, guys, year after year after year. I was able to find the bottom almost perfectly on Bitcoin using this stock to flow model this year. I was able to time the top almost perfectly multiple times in this channel using this stock to flow method. So even though, again, it's not perfect, I do feel like it holds true. I feel like the fact that we broke down as much as we did off of this one, right? That we're back in this orange red zone, that it's actually going to be more similar to this 2016, 2017 cycle. This is what I've been saying. My tone has not changed at all. This 2016, 2017 cycle is what this reminds me of. It does not remind me of when we saw a top over here in this orange. I don't think this orange is a top either. The reason why I say that too is because I just want to show you guys again my thought process, right? I look at our pi cycle indicator too. And I told you guys, as long as this blue 111-day moving averages cuts through, as long as we cut through and do not cut down, we are still looking good, right? Because look, 2016, 2017, the same thing, bro. We cut through all of this with this blue line cut through, going to a new all-time high. Same thing, guys. This is 2023 right here, right? Our bull cycle is still intact. This blue line is still intact. Now, right here, we do start possibly looking like we could possibly break down. That's why I said we do not want to break down off this too much. If this happens, I will let you guys know. But right now, the cycle is still intact. We needed to see that bounce the other day. We did see that bounce. That was huge, in my opinion, for the confidence behind a lot of these models holding true for me. Ultimately, though, these are just indicators, guys. Not all these models are going to be right. We also looked at this model too. This what's called our beam indicator, right? Now our beam indicator showing us again that we had red here, and then we create orange here. We consolidate in this orange. This is 2016, by the way, 2016, 2017. We consolidate here in this orange, and then we have a run up, right? And we were just in the red, right? We have red, dip, orange, consolidate, run up, right? But also we did the same thing here too. Look, blue, then we go red. But this red, look, it goes up, it goes up, and then it has a retest of these lows here. I'm almost curious to know if it's going to be similar to this 2020, which again, we've been drawing also a lot of similarities from the 2020 COVID cycle as well, in terms of how much of these big people are getting involved at this time. This is exactly how it felt down here, guys. A lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. At the same time, we had a lot of widespread adoption. We didn't have, I mean, we had, honestly, I feel like more FUD because we had like countries like China and India talking about banning and stuff like that. But now we actually have countries talking about like adopting this as a reserve currency. So again, the fact that people are thinking that we might have seen a top to our cycle is just absolutely crazy to me, because a top to our cycle, to me, that indicates that we're going to need to see a couple years of some red, which means that we might be in some kind of a recession or something, that we could see something like that. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking that you guys are thinking that we're going to pick back up in a couple months, because again, our pi cycle indicator does not indicate that we have broken down off of this bull trend that we've been in, off this cycle that we've been in. We have not broken down yet. So I don't know why there's a lot of people that feel like the cycle's over. I feel like that is just them watching too much news and not really zooming out, really. Because in my opinion, again, it's just an opinion, Bitcoin is going to be volatile at this time, but the cycle has not broken down to a point where I need to be like concerned or nervous. Now, we did bring up the fear of greed index, and this is not the first time I brought up this chart either. This might scare you a little bit, right? But look at this, okay? So this is one chart that I'm definitely paying attention to, because you could see every time we had this green, it could be a possible sign that we're going to see a pretty decent sized correction, right? We go up in here in this green, we've seen this correction, and then we jump back up again, and then we see a big correction. But look, we've also been in this zone still, a similar type of situation where we go green, we go into the orange even, shoot back up. This one even green into the orange even, consolidating, and then creating this bull flag. That's what I was wondering. Are we going to still create something similar? Maybe we do something even maybe similar to this, right? Where we have this pullback, and then, you know, it drags out a couple months or something like that. We talked about that being an option too, in terms of what this recovery is going to look like. Honestly, guys, I have no idea what a Bitcoin recovery is going to look like right now, with the amount of news that's coming out that could really push Bitcoin up. And then also the amount of news. I mean, I'm honestly, guys, I'm really not as worried about a bear cycle or the cycle being topped out or over or anything like that. I'm really not worried about that, guys. I'm really not worried about that yet. That's not in my mind, honestly. It's a possibility, but it's just not, I'm not bearish at all on 2025. I mean, we've got a president in office right now that literally told us, do not sell your Bitcoin. So we've never had that before. I never heard Joe Biden say, do not sell your Bitcoin. Never heard Obama say, do not sell your Bitcoin. Trump said, do not sell your Bitcoin. So again, when the president's saying that, when he's talking about reserves, when he's telling me that the crypto is going to be the capital of the United States, when I hear the UAE is going to be getting involved in crypto, and Argentina is buying up crypto, and now this country, that country, El Salvador, all these countries launching meme coins and all this and that, it's just letting me know, guys, that these guys, in my opinion, are just manipulating the price because they want our Bitcoin. And that's what happened. Somebody asked me the other day in the comment section, they said, why would these whales want to jack around the price? Don't they want it to go up? they want it to go up, but they also want your coins. It's good. They feel like it's going to go up, but they're going to manipulate it to make you feel like it's not going to go up. And then once you sell, they're going to take your position. You're going to get back into the market with less coins like always. And then you're going to sell again for a loss. This is why some people win and some people don't win. But the whales, guys, they do make the rules. We do play by their rules. They could jack this price any way that they want to, and they could pump this price at any moment, guys. This price could really jump above 100K with one person. One person could shoot this price above 100K. So that's how volatile Bitcoin is. You got billionaires playing this game. You got countries playing this game. You got the United States, China, Russia, everybody trading Bitcoin, bro. Billionaires, everybody's trading Bitcoin. So just understand that this is going to be volatile, that nobody knows the future. And again, it sounds like Trump has a big speech that is going to be happening today. So maybe we can create some support here. And if we can do that, guys, if we could create some support at 90K and start seeing a rally again, some kind of double bottom action happen after that report, that would be good. But in my opinion, this is just price is just setting in, getting ready for this news that which way that we're going to have, it's either going to be a double bottom or it's going to be a bear flag, and we're going to break down into that 80K. Trump got to say something to bring some life into the market today and to bring some hope. And maybe that's the plan behind this dump. Maybe these guys are calculating this dump so that they can get the best position. Because again, a lot of bullish stuff going on with this reserve and this and that, and so maybe these guys are trying to jack around that price. That's what I feel like is happening right now. That's what I felt like was happening before. We were watching Visa and all these other different companies getting involved in crypto, yet crypto was going down. Crypto was going down. I remember this time like it was yesterday. It was like going down. Everybody's freaking out. You know, China's saying, they're banning it. India's saying they're banning it. These guys have banned crypto so many times, bro. There's been so much FUD. United States is going to ban it. Everything's going to... Bro, now look where we're at with the cycle, guys. We're literally at a point where these countries are starting to get involved now. It's already... I feel like the ball is already in motion. I've never felt more confident about Bitcoin. I don't understand why people are not feeling as confident in Bitcoin when this is literally... Guys, a Bitcoin reserve would be the most bullish thing that's ever happened to this space ever in the history of this space ever. So I don't understand why people would hear that news and then watch the price go down to 90K unless, again, people are acquiring and it's really these whales that are dumping this price down, that are manipulating these prices because, again, they want to get a better price on that Bitcoin. I believe it, guys. I believe it. I'm looking at those 10x, 100x possible coins. I'm looking at projects like XRP. I'm looking at projects like Solana, right? I'm looking at projects like Cardano. These blue chip projects, guys, that they're making a big deal about. Again, look which projects are trending right now, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano, right? These are the trending coins for today because, again, they are of a lot of interest. And if Trump delivers some good news today, maybe we could see these coins see another pump. Maybe, again, we could start creating some support at 90K. The name of the game at this point, guys, is to create levels of support. We need levels of support. Again, I feel actually pretty decent about this pump. It's not the best looking chart, definitely not attractive, definitely looks highly manipulated, but at the same time, we're creating lower highs here. And this is what we need in order to start turning this chart around. We need to start closing some of these candles, though, a little more positive. And if we can manage to do that after today's news, again, it can be good. We can eat up this one-day candle. It's not a big deal. This one-day candle can very easily be eaten up with some good news. This could drive a lot of FOMO into the market. But at the same time, guys, if this thing does decide it wants to break down too, right, you guys can already see we might looking like we might already be looking at a retest on this one day, right? Because it looks like we rejected, I'm sure, off of one of these levels, right? We rejected off this second level here. This is not good. Bitcoin needs to pick up in some volatility, Bitcoin needs to pick up in some volume. I'm sorry, Bitcoin needs to pick up in volume. Right now, not looking super hot going into this little announcement that Trump's going to be making today. But look at our 3 hour, right? Still creating higher lows, still bouncing off of this level right here. In my opinion, the big fight's happening right now on the 3 hour. We're watching it right now happen. whether these guys want this thing to go up or down. 2 hours just looking a little bit like it's already sold down, but the 3 hours seems to be where most of this money is moving at. Again, we got this bear flag playing out right here. We do not want this thing to start breaking down. We also have, again, some support, right? Interesting. What's going to happen on Bitcoin, guys? I really want to know. Let's also talk about some Toshi Coin as well. We'll just do like a little full market update, right? Keep you guys in the loop. As you guys can see, Toshi Coin looking very volatile today, dropping down now below 200 million market cap, and again starting to head back into that range where we got to be careful, guys. We talk about what happens when we trend below this bottom Keltner channel, and we got to start breaking up. We broke up above the second level here, which was good for us, but look, we had this rejection right just the other day on this top level here. Again, with Bitcoin, if Bitcoin wanted to keep going up, maybe we could have seen a pump, but right now Toshi Coin looking heavily volatile, like we might possibly see a rejection up under this zone. If Bitcoin decides it wants to reject, that would be something that could possibly happen. Also, our 12-hour chart right here, we were talking about the fact how important it is that we start breaking above this bottom Keltner here, right? We rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. We've rejected like 5 times off of this zone. We cannot keep retesting it and rejecting off of this. Something's going to happen pretty soon with Toshi. And I know I'm saying that, and it's at 197 million market cap right now, but it really needs to happen soon. Either this thing is going to start picking up in some volume, or again, we're going to see this thing drop down another leg if Bitcoin decides it wants to drop down another leg. In my opinion, guys, it's going to be dependent on today's news with Bitcoin. Again, we do know also that fake outs happen early in the week, Monday, fake outs, right? A lot of real price action happens later on in the week. So again, I'm curious to see how this week plays out for Bitcoin. That's why I said just in my last video too, this is going to be a very big week for Bitcoin and for Toshi. It's a very big week. Also on the 7th, we're going to have the another crypto convention as well. So that's going to be really big. We could possibly even see some of these prices pumping around the 7th. Hopefully, again, it's going to depend on Bitcoin, man. Holding some support in this zone, guys. This is what we're paying attention to today. So we're going to keep covering it, guys, as always, whether it's good, whether it's bad. Your boy Crypto J is going to be here, and I'm going to be covering these charts. If you guys appreciated that and you guys made it this far in the video, let me know by typing Toshi Squad in the comment section. Also, again, if you guys are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, that bell notification. Trying to make as much content every single day as I can, because again, this market is looking super interesting. It's starting to heat up right now, and it's very speculative. So I want to know what you guys think. You guys think that Bitcoin can again see another day of green, or do we need to start breaking down? Was 94 that resistance that is going to knock us back down to that 80K range? I want to know, what do you guys think? One more pullback? You guys think a bigger pullback? You guys think, you know, we've already bottomed? Do you think that it's time to make a recovery? You guys think that with this week's news that we could see like maybe that 96,000 Bitcoin happen by the 7th? Guys, if we could break above 96K this week, this will be interesting. It's going to start getting, if we can get 98, let me tell you that, if we can get 98, 99, it's going to get real interesting up in here, for real. And it can happen. It really can happen, guys. It's really going to depend on the news that happens this week. In my opinion, though, oh man, just never a dull moment in Bitcoin, guys. Never a dull moment. I swear to you, man, I could stay up and watch these charts all night. I could have stayed up all night last night and literally have been like still glued to the screen this morning. That's how crazy the price action has been. But again, I want to know what you guys' price predictions are. Let me know in the comment section below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.